100 years is a drop in the ocean of eternity, but long enough for cinema to say, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here to stay.
The birth of cinema took place in France, where silent, black and white images reflected the reality of the times. Lumiere's films depicted the possibility of documenting the activities of our daily lives. In India, Dada Saheb Phalke was the pioneer who made Raja Harishchandra. From script writing to film projection, Phalke worked day in and day out for 6 months for this film, and thus began the glorious journey of Indian cinema. The refusal to rest in content led to the making of the first talkies, Ala Mara, by Ardeshir Irani in the year 1931. From then on, there was no stopping for cinema.